What's good? Respect my region. What's up, bitch? What up, all the squad? What's up, everybody? How
This is
doing?
for Respect My Region. I feel like it's been a while since we've had an album. More than a while. How does it feel to release a new body of work?
It feels great to be releasing new music, man. To be perfectly honest, it's difficult because I'm being seen as a brand new artist.
Right. Even though you've been around for a while.
Been around for a long time.
Right.
So it's good. I feel happy I'm like not trying to catch up to like the young wave.
Right. There's definitely a wave going.
Yeah, there's definitely a new wave going. So it feels good to I don't have to catch up to them. That my spot is good.
Right.
But being reintroduced to the public, you know, on a larger general scale, it's a little difficult. But I'm up for the challenge.
I feel you are, man. I feel you are. You got something going. What were the highlights for you putting this project together? And if you had any highlights, what are the favorite moments?
Moving where I started working on the project over to D-Sang. That's a highlight. It's difficult. You get asshole at times, you know.
Right.
But D-Sang is he's very anal about his work. And, also having somebody like him understand me as an artist,
Right.
Because he's been around me since I was a kid. So you know what I'm saying. So
Huge connection.
having him able to connect with me was a highlight. The producers I have. You know, Antoine Vincent, that's in-house, that's Black Umbrella. AD, Anthony Dancer, that's in-house, that's Black Umbrella. I have Brainstorm, that's Black Umbrella. Who else did I have? Rob Reeves, but he's Black Gang. But you know, for the most part, I stayed inside, stayed with the house. And I would have to say having Repent on the album. I have Repent on the album saying some crazy.
You're always saying some crazy shit.
Yeah, so I got Repent on there doing some whoo. And he's going at somebody's head, and you know what I'm saying? I'm doing my little thing. So I think those are like the highlights. I guess I have to be more specific.
Do you have a favorite moment? Like your absolute favorite moment during the recording process?
I want to say the Sacrifice song. When I was playing Sacrifice, it was something that AD was just bringing around.
Right.
And he was about to play it, just to play it like I got it open. No, the hell you don't got it open. That's mine right now.
Yeah.
And so what happened was Raz was there. He had came in, he was hearing what I was doing. Mm-hmm. And he was like, what? He looked at AD, I was like, man, this is kind of me, bro, you know what I'm saying? Right. I was like, you got something for it? I was like, of course I got something for it. And it's been a while, you know, me and bro, we done did music, but it's been a while since he's just in the booth writing with me. Mm-hmm. He didn't take it home, come back and finish. He was in there writing with me. I went and did my stuff, and that right there, I think that was a good thing because that was one of my favorite moments in it because everything else just came naturally.
Right.
But that song right there, having Raz over there writing and actually vibing in the studio, you know, we call it rapidy rap shit. You know what I'm saying? Doing some rapidy rap, you know, it felt good. I think that's a major highlight as well.
Okay, I feel that. So back in 2009, you were removed from a bill at Crocodile. And now you know this new resurgence with lots of fire content. And then we saw you perform at the same venue this year, Crocodile. How does it feel being back on stage in a town? And what is next event we can catch you at?
It feels great to be back on stage.
Sure, it does.
It feels really good.
That Fatal energy.
You know what I'm saying? That short man complex come out on that microphone, family. You know, I'm trying to make it happen. I'm honored. I'm honored to see all these different talents and expressions put out on a platform that I can say without boasting or bragging, I contributed to. You know, the Northwest hip hop scene it was somewhat of a hollow scene, and then Sport Life Records changed all that. Mass Line, Pointside Records. You know, there were real strong entities back when Undercast was thinking about becoming an actual label.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There were real strong entities at that point that kept the Northwest hip hop scene moving. And Blue Scholars, Common Market, these are the individuals that people overlook. And they feel like the hip hop scene just got here. These are the guys that were selling out the showbox when, you know, everybody else was fronting with their dope money, trying to make it look like it was black rap money. You know what I'm saying? So that shift and me being here now, it brings a certain understanding. You know what I'm saying? Because this ain't my company, but I'm the OG.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's a weird feeling, but it's a humble feeling because I'm coming back, and when I receive the love or the indifference on stage, it's gratifying, bro. It's really it feels like the ex that you didn't want to let go of, but you had to, and now she got her shit together.
Wow, okay.
And you're like, look at you.
I was gonna ask you to describe
Look at you, girl. I knew you could do it.
I was gonna ask you to describe the journey from this point to this point, and you pretty much did it right there.
Yeah, man. The journey to here is it's a hard one. Magic was also a part of Black and Brother and Most Mob. Magic was talking to me, and then Raz was speaking to me. You know, sometimes when you're doing this music stuff, you don't want to mix the bros and your family business with the personal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't mix business with
Music,
pleasure.
yeah.
Same thing with music.
But I guess it was long and drawn out. I came anyway and stayed away for a second.
Is this a fatal rebirth?
Definitely a rebirth of Fatal Lucciauno. I don't sound the same anymore. Me and other artists don't have to worry about putting out the same albums. You know what I'm saying?
Because Fatal got that new shit.
I got some other shit, you feel me? I'm not gonna have to sound like them, I'm not gonna have to sound like them, you know? And also understanding the journey that Black Umbrella has taken from its inception until now. Just being a part of it is it's motivational. It's very inspiring to see, you know, an individual who actually came from where I'm at to do these things. Not a guy who came from the same state and city, but a person who came from where we came from to do these things and to be able to get back and then have so many dope artists. Like, bro, I'm on the same label as my little cousin now. That's weird.
That's weird. That's crazy.
That's weird.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Romero's, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Me and Lee's, you know what I'm saying? Being on the same squad.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's a new energy. So the journey is, let me get back. I'm talking to you like I'm just talking to you. Sorry, y'all. The journey is, the journey was tough. I had to deal with a whole bunch of legal issues. I tell you this much, man. It's much love to Sport Life Records, but I don't think anybody outside of Black Umbrella would have been able to actually handle dealing with me on a business level. You know what I'm saying? Without putting myself in the dirt, you know what I'm saying? This is the perfect company because everybody that'll scratch their head and ran or turn off their phones. Oh my God, Fatal, you're too much. You're too much. You know what I'm saying? So it's like being here where everybody's like a boss. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? You'll see somebody come in hungry, ate 3 or 4 days, putting in more work than all of us who've been well rested. those who have homes and everything, you know, here it's all in or it's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So to see that come from an idea to manifest, it's like, woo, you know what I'm saying? It's a crazy, crazy journey, man. I'm just happy to be a part of it.
So the last few releases you've had, obviously we all know they slapped. Mm-hmm. And you've kept it all the way Seattle on the production for the most part till now. Are you doing the same thing on the new music?
Yes. I really want to focus on what the F happened, what the fuck happened, but I have albums ready to come. Khalito, which was supposed to come out before what the fuck happened, is actually coming out right after this. So, you know, got Khalito, and the whole project is 100K Servo. Used to go by Lonzo Beats. We have The Knowledge of Good and Evil. We have Welcome to Pleasantville with Boombox. We have Invitation Only, which is a 6-song EP, and Glory, which is another full length. Both of those are fully produced by Jesse Judd. We have The Only Forgotten Son 2, which is actually being revamped. That has, you know, numerous producers on there.
These are the exclusives right here.
Yeah. So I'm telling you, I'm not just speaking on, you know, hypotheticals. I'm telling you full projects that I have in my archive we can listen to as soon as this stuff goes off.
Yeah.
So I keep it in the Northwest because everything else that everybody sends me is
not authentic to you.
It's not. And it sounds like me trying to. It's not authentic to me, and it sounds like me trying to hop on a wave that I don't belong.
Adopt to what's already out there.
Exactly. I think it's better for me to just be me.
Stick to the people that know.
Stick to the people that know me. Now, if something hot come across my desk, that don't mean, you feel me?
Yeah. You ain't gonna turn it down.
I ain't gonna throw it away because he's not from the town. You feel me? But
So speaking on that, what's your favorite way to create music, and what do you do to get in the zone besides drink Pepsi?
I drink Pepsi. I drink Pepsi when I record because I get irritated out Pepsi. It's like somebody with a nicotine fit.
Right.
I ain't had a Pepsi, bro. It's not cool. It's my life juice.
So who's like the dopest Seattle producer you've ever worked with? If you wanna put it out there.
Well, I'm just gonna hurt a whole bunch of people's feelings, but Vitamin D is always gonna be my number one.
Explain that a little bit. Explain Vitamin D.
Vitamin D is a legend in the town.
Okay.
He was there with me in the beginning of my career. Vitamin D is the outside influence, the outside contributor, if you even want to call it that, for Sporting Life that helped birth who I am.
Right.
The rhyming, not the rhyming schemes, but not the cadences, but the idea that if you rhyme one word long enough, you'll seem invincible. If you take a word like chair and rhyme it long enough, it's kind of weak. But if you take a word like mythological, you're able to rhyme that on there, rhyme that on there, rhyme that on there, rhyme that. So you're like, how the hell did mythological come with hitting the hospital? How the hell did he do that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He taught me that basic exchange between you and the listener is important. And after him, Jake One. He mentored Jake One. But I don't know, man. I think I gotta give it to the big homie, because he doesn't have any boxes.
Are we getting to hear anything from him on this project you got coming out?
No, nothing from him on this project. I left alone Jake One, Vitamin D, Blendiana Jones, aka Topspin. I left alone Cuddy Fresh, Intellect. I left alone all the people that I usually go to for this project.
Who you gonna hear?
You're gonna
Name a
hear
few.
you're gonna hear Anthony Danza on production. You're gonna hear Antoine Vincent on production. You're gonna hear Brainstorm on production. You're gonna hear Rob Reeves on production. And let me think. I believe those they all
Those
set
are
up.
the headliners, huh?
Yeah, they set up the project.
Anything else you want to share or shout out?
Yeah, he said I was supposed to share something else. What was it? On the top of the email, he says he wanted to ask me.
Outside of the interview, I want you to give a little bit of a story of Fatal's rise, blackout, and resurgence.
Okay, so I left music alone. Never really leaving music alone.
Right.
Left the business part alone, but I've always been working. Unfortunately, I live what I rap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, with that being said, those struggles are real life struggles. Those issues are real life issues that don't really move nobody into tears. But if I end up crying about them, who gives a damn what anybody else is thinking? You feel me? I'm the person that has to deal with it.
You're living with it.
So, the other funny thing about being out here in Seattle is I don't have to go into detail about what was happening. All you gotta do is ask somebody. It's in the streets. You know what I'm saying? But things were difficult, and I released Respect on Sport Life Records 2012. During the push, not even during the push, during the post-push of my project, I broke up with my label. Sport Life had turned from a record label to a management and consulting company. And Ron Maillet and Jennifer Peterson, it really helped save my life, but
That hurt, huh?
it changed things for me. And they understand. They also been with me since I was 14, 15 years old. They don't give a damn that Fatal has a little attitude about something. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little bro to them. But we had to separate. And in the midst of me separating, that's when me and Raz was talking.
Right.
Me and Magic was talking.
Right.
And it was good, fam. And the domestic violence situation was not me coming back. The domestic violence situation was a real situation where I'm like, listen here, buddies, you know what I'm saying? We gotta remind each other that this doesn't happen.
Right.
The hipster scene makes it to where niggas don't like you can smoke about it, go to the same shows, you know what I'm saying? You gotta remember, not too long ago, we had niggas worried to come to shows. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't do this extracurricular shit outside of the music. You know what I'm saying? If we're a hip hop community, let's be a hip hop community. You wanna start being a prick? Okay? You feel me? I know how to treat you then, you know what I mean? So, the shake up and the shift in my life kept me away from the music. Raz offered something, and eventually I could not deny. It wasn't even necessarily that he offered me something so great. He offered me real. He lied to me, told me what he could do, what he couldn't do. And he's never just stuck at one level that he said he could do. Whenever something else comes along, he's always there to be like, look, bro, that's good. Did you get this done? Okay, what else do you need? Because this and this and this and this, because he's my bro. You feel me? And it's just a whole bunch of me not wanting to do too much because of all the stuff that's going on. Then it came to crunch mode.
Crunch time.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, ooh, okay, this is really gonna happen. Well, we gotta get this done, get that done. So, you know.
So last but not least, any shout outs?
Free Nino Bam. Please put that in this interview. If you don't put Free Nino Bam in the interview, let's not do it. I'm dead ass serious. Free Nino Bam. It's my brother. He's serving 20 years right now.
That's Free Nino Bam. Make sure you put that in the interview.
Free Nino Bam. Also, shout out Black Brother. Shout out Raz Simone. Shout out Romero Francois. And shout out to, the incomparable Sam Lachow. fucking crazy. He's just dope. He's just going on tour right now. Shout out Black and Brother, Lucciauno family. We need no band. You know, everybody else. Hope y'all had fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't want to be like that corny rapper. Like, nigga, it's my time now, but yeah, bro. Hope y'all had fun, cause I'm not the end all say all. I'm only the beginning. I'm the lap runner. You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing in the baton to get the rap. The race keep going.
Yo, let's add, since they didn't ask this, let's add this last question just so we can just get out of here. Because we were talking about the newcomers and stuff like that coming in. Anybody you got your eyes on?
Yes. I feel like Romero Francois is going to change the game. I feel like Dave B is going to change the game. I also believe a young guy, not too many people are really paying a lot of attention to, but I think he's incredible on some new wave shit. I think Young Castro is.
Yeah, Hunter Castro, he's my guy.
He's bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I already know.
So shout out to Castro, shout out to Romero, shout out to Dave, shout out Chase Henney. You know what I'm saying? Dead ass. But new guys is getting me excited for stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much where it lands. I not necessarily new wave, but one of my favorite artists is Spaceman. God shout out Spaceman. Those are the guys, man. Free the king. The king's almost home, man. Crown's almost home. My. Black umbrella. I am king. Lucciauno. Brain, what up? I am king. Chill. Pull up on your bitch. She wants an exhibition. Told her, fuck your ass.